So, good day everyone. So, kanina natakil nila Kuya Darwin and Kyle yung basic calculation ng agri-fishery. So, ang topic ko ngayon is about farm plans and layout. So, pag-uusapan natin kung ano nga ba yung mga importance, bakit natin pinag-aaralan yung farm plans and layout. So, first, the Farming for the Future or FFPF program can help you to plan the best farm layout. It's an initiative of NSW government agencies focusing on wool farm planning. A wool farm plan considers the farm physical, financial, and human personal resources for both now and the future. So, yung program na Farming for the Future is na-develop by New South Wales government to help farmers plan their farm layout effectively. So, a wool farm plant means hindi lang natin tinitingnan yung mga lupa, but also the financial and personal resources ng farmer. So, it helps farmer decide what to plant, where to plant, and how to manage their farm in the long term. So, ang goal nito is sustainable farming, meaning productive ngayon at sa future. So, for example, in Nueva Ecija, may farmer na nagpa-plant na kung saan magpuput siya ng rice fields, irrigation, and storage areas. Ang goal nito is para mas efficient ang farming niya year after year. So, next is the how crops are arranged in row planting. So, row planting as applied in conventional, horizontal, and gardening is a system of growing crops in a linear pattern in at least one direction rather than planting without any distinct arrangement. It is a practice in most crops, whether direct seeded, transplanted, or grown from vegetative planting materials, both in monocropping and multiple cropping. So, dito, pinapaliwanag na yung row planting is ito yung crops na parang from the word arrange, nakaayos na siya. So, merong straight lines or mas kilala na row. Ayan, nagbubuo sila ng isang row instead of kung ano-ano yung mga itatanim nila. Hindi naman pwede na um, yung talong is may nakahalo sa row niya na sili or sitaw. So, lalo na kapag sa string beans. Syempre, may balag yun. So, hindi pwede na ilagay doon yung tutub. Hindi pwedeng ilagay doon yung seed ng talong, lalo na pagka nag-grow na sila. So, parang mai-stop yung isang plant if may nakaharang doon sa pinagtataniman. So, ginagamit ito sa maraming crops, whether yun nga sa direct seeding, transplanting, or vegetative planting. It's a common in monocropping and multiple cropping. So, dito nga, importante na yung arrangement ng row planting dahil mas maganda na mas organize ang farm, mas madali ding i-manage um, yung tanim natin. So, for example, kung nakakita na kayo ng tanim na corn, so, di ba yung mga tanim nun is mga parang naka-line sila. So, para madali din nating lagyan ng pataba at diligan. Next one is the advantage of row planting. So, Number 1 is light absorption is maximized, and conversely, the excessive shading effect of other plants is minimized, thus favoring more efficient photosynthesis and improved crop yield. So, yun nga, mas na-absorb ng plants ang sunlight, kaya mas efficient ang photosynthesis. Second is wind passage along the interrows is enhanced, which increase gas exchanges and prevents excessive humidity. So, if maayos yung airflow, less disease na siya dahil hindi masyadong humid. So, the third one is access um, through the interrows facilitates cultivation, weeding, and other farm operation, including hoeing. So, easier ang farm activities like weeding and yun nga, yung harvesting. So, the fourth one is movement within the crop area is convenient and allows close inspection of individual plants. So, yun nga, mas madaling maglakad at mag-check ng plants if naka-arrange yung mga tanim natin. So, the fifth one is visibility is enhanced. So, mas visible, mas organized ang farm. Next one is, yun pa rin, row planting arrangement. So, we see different row arrangement. Crops can be planted in single rows or multiple rows. Single row is common sa monocropping. So, may dalawang methods yung monocropping. This is the hill method and drill method. Pag sinabi natin na hill method, ito yung tinatawag natin na groove planting. So, pag naman sinabi natin na drill method, continuous lang yung planting niya. So, for example, yung coconut, may different pattern siya, like use like square, rectangle, or triangular arrangement depending on spacing needs. So, ayun nga, sa coconut farm, yung pagtatanim nila is, yung pattern is naka-square and para equal ang spacing at growth ng bawat puno. Next one is the multiple row planting arrangement. Multiple row planting is a system of growing crops in blocks or strips of 2 or more rows. The adjacent blocks are separate but space which may remain vacant or planted to other crops. This planting arrangement is common in multiple cropping in which 2 or more crops are grown in the same piece of land. It is also employed in monocropping where an alley wide enough to facilitate passage is needed. So, dito nga sa multiple row planting means crop are planted in groups or strip of or rows. May space between blocks which can be empty or planted with other crops. Ginagamit ito sa multiple cropping or kahit monocropping kung kailangan ng pathway. So, ayun nga, for example, yung corn na ayos yung rows. Then, may space sa sa gitna where farmers can walk or plants para may lalakaran yung nagtanim ng corn plants. So, next one is spatial arrangement in intercropping. Spatial arrangement is the systematic apportioning of the farm area or any growing surface for crop production. In multiple cropping by intercropping, the intercrop can be planted in any of the following ways. Una, within the rows of the main crop. Pangalawa, between the rows of the main crop, and replacement series planting of the intercrop between two adjacent fields within the same row of the main crop allows inter-row cultivation by the intercrop has limited exposure to light. So, dito, malalaman natin paano inaayos ang iba't ibang crops sa isang area. Pwede silang maging within the same row, between rows, or replacement pattern. Pero dapat balance pa din yung sunlight and nutrients. So, for example dito is yung string beans between corn plants. Nakakatulong ito sa soil at dagdag kita sa farmer. So, next one is the methods of planting crops in the farm. In general, there are two methods of planting crops, the direct seeding and transplanting. So, let's proceed to direct seeding, which direct seeding or direct sowing is a method of planting in which seeds are directly planted on the ground in the farm or any growing surface. So, yung direct seeding, ayun nga din, tinatanim siya direct to the ground ng farm. So, para mas, um, um, yun nga, yung mas controlled yung growth kapag transplanting. So, eto, ginagamit yung direct seeding siguro kapag yung sa May weather. Kasi dito sa transplanting is kapag rainy season, mas effective if magta-transplant ka muna ng seed in ibang lalagyan bago mo itanim doon sa mismong ground. So, transplanting can be done with soil attached to roots or sometimes bare root. Ginagawa ito usually kapag, ayun nga, may sapat na ulan at hindi masyadong mainit. So, this helps the plant survive and grow better. So, ayun nga, balikan natin yung methods of planting crops in a farm. So, dalawa yung methods ng planting crops in a farm. So, let's summarize it. Kapag sinabi natin na direct seeding, sa mismong ground na siya tinatanim. Katulad nga ng nandito sa picture na, ayun, direct na siya sa ground. Pag sinabi naman na transplanting, meron ginagamit na ibang lalagyan, dun mo nang tinatanim at pinapaano yung ugat or mas tinatawag natin na bare root. And bago natin i-replace yun, hintayin muna natin umusbong and may ilang yung days kung paano natin itatanim yung tinransplant natin sa lalagyan na yun. So, after natin makompleto yung days na yun, pwede na natin ilipat sa mismong farm. And, ayun, magiging better at go-grow na yung ating halaman. Ay, um, yung tanim natin na like, ano ba yung kadalasang ginagamit sa transplanting? Sa amin kasi, yung talong and sili, may nabibili na naka-separate sa lalagyan and ita-transplant na lang sa bakuran, ganun. So, ayun nga, dalawang methods ng planting crops in the farm is direct seeding and transplanting. So, bakit din mahalaga yung row planting arrangement? So, mahalaga yung row planting arrangement para um, mahalaga yung row planting arrangement dahil, mas mas organize yung tanim natin, mas maganda yung farm natin, mas maganda yung, parang magiging ambience ng ating, tanim. Lalo na kapag about nga sa wind, sa airflow na less disease siya if, um, hindi dikit-dikit yung tanim natin. So, mahalaga yung row planting, lalo na sa corn na kailangan na malinya yung tanim para mas better at maging, um, mag-grow ng mabuti um, yung isang crops. So, ayun lang po and thank you.